welcome to the PINOY Lounge. I am here with Rachel. Welcome, Rachel.
Hi, everyone.
And we are joined by Patrick Golamco.
How are you doing? Great to be here.
Welcome, Patrick.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Patrick, you are a stand-up comedian, Chinese Filipino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And you're doing a show at the Melbourne Comedy Festival called Pork Adobo.
that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So, tell us about the show.
The show is, pork adobo. It's named after my favorite dish of my grandma. And the show is just me doing my best jokes. I do a little bit of music with my electronic keyboard. And I tell a personal story about my grandma, who turned 99 last year, and me going to Manila to see her. Yeah.
Excellent. So, when you arrived in Manila to see your grandmother, what was the first thing that you said to her?
Well, the first thing that happened, and this is kind of getting into the show, but my aunt called me and said that she tested positive for COVID. And so the show is actually about me waiting in Manila for her to, get over COVID so I could actually spend some time with her. So it was interesting.
Which is pretty much the norm nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't give anything else away from the show. But how did you get into comedy?
How did I get in? I always liked trying to make people laugh. Like when I was a kid, I'd put on like little shows for my sisters with like stuffed toys and stuff. And I got some laughs out of them, and that inspired me to do comedy. But I was always like quite shy, so I never saw myself like performing. I always wanted to just be a writer. I think it was my dream as a teen to be a sitcom writer. But then when I was 30, on a whim, I did a stand-up comedy course, and I was extremely scared and awkward, and people seemed to like it, that persona of just me being, and then so it went from there. Just snowboard, got addicted to the open mic scene in Sydney, and yeah.
And what did your parents think of you getting into comedy?
Oh, my parents, they were surprisingly supportive. I think it was because it was later in life, and so I was in IT and I could take care of myself, so they were all right. My mom, surprisingly supportive. Like every time I have a show in Sydney, she will call up all her friends and tell them to come. And so sometimes my show, it's like a lot of 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, and they never laugh.
Oh, they don't?
They don't get it.
Or they don't get the jokes?
They don't get it, yeah. I think it's
But they're there to support you, which is great.
They're there to support. I think I did one show with my mom and 10 of her friends, and one of the jokes was making fun of my mom, and I lost them completely. They're like, "You're a bad son." And I had to do another 30 minutes to dead silence.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it was tricky.
So what about your first gig, the first time you went on stage? Was that part of the course?
Oh, the first time, yes, that was part of the course. So it was like a 1-week intensive. And then at the end of that week, you perform every day to your classmates. And at the end of the week, they do a show to your family and friends. That was a very scary experience.
And so was your mum and all your parents and stuff at that first gig?
Oh, I don't think my mom was, but my sisters came. Yeah.
So are your sisters younger than you?
Yes, I have 2 younger sisters. Yep.
Great, so they look up to you then?
Yeah. But none of them want to do comedy. They see me like, no, thank you. That's not for me.
Awesome. Well, Patrick, thanks for coming on. Let's tell the people how to get tickets to your show.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
You can get it on the Melbourne International Comedy Festival website. Just look for Pork Adobo. And I'm playing till April 23rd at 6:40 p.m. On every day except Wednesdays. I'm not doing a show on Wednesdays, but on Sunday I'm on 5:40. It's a bit earlier. Yeah.
And where can they follow you on socials?
Socials, Instagram and TikTok, it's Pat Golamco. Yeah, so PATGOLAMCO.
Awesome. Well,
Great.
Patrick, thanks for coming in.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is fun.
No worries.
Cool.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us all on our socials here. I've been Phoenix.
And I'm Rachel.
We'll see you next time.